People who grew up rich. When did you realize you were living in a bubble and not like everyone else? 1. The first time I visited my best friend's house, I realized how different our lives were. His parents worked hard, but his dad often didn't have steady work in the winter, and his mom stayed home. They had 6 kids, and often ate simple meals like pancakes for dinner. Meanwhile, I lived in a wealthy DC neighborhood with every toy and gadget I could want. It was an eye-opener for me, though it felt unfair that the lesson came at the expense of someone I cared about. 2. In school, I casually talked about comparing Disney World and Disneyland, mentioning their pros and cons. My classmates were shocked and said, "Wait, you've been on vacation? That's so lucky." 3. I didn't grow up rich, but my husband did. His sister once admitted, "I didn't know everyone didn't live in big houses until I went to college." Her sheltered upbringing made her completely unaware of how most people lived. 4. I realized how privileged I was when I got to college and heard friends stressing over their student loans. 5. On the flip side, I remember a summer when my mom and I lived in our car, and I thought it was an adventure. Turns out we were homeless. Later, at university, there was a guy who couldn't grasp why we didn't all own condos near campus. He also didn't get why we couldn't afford trips to Mexico for breaks, casually suggesting